Hello, everybody. Welcome to NC4XL, North Carolina for Extreme Lovers page. And I'm not. I'm just Dom, the darling old man. This is how you'll probably recognize me if you do anything on Facebook. I'm making a video for everybody who types in POTA because they hear it on the air and they get frustrated and they don't understand it and what's it all about, and that's what we're going to talk about. It's about having ham radio, amateur radio fun. Sort of like a contest, but it's not. See, in POTA, for those of you who have stumbled here, it is two elements together. One is called the activator. That's people like me who are crazy. And we'll go out into a middle of a park, a wildlife management, a game land, a fishery that is recognized by Parks on the Air. So if you're considering Parks on the Air, please, 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 I repeat, please take the time to at least gander through the frequently asked questions. There's many bits of information. I know we're in an instant society where we want to be able to press the button and get the answer yesterday, but sometimes we have to read. So that activator is going out into these locations and they're running off of battery power. Some of them are running 5 watts, 2 watts, 50 watts, 100 watts. They're running off of vertical antennas, end feds, dipoles, mag mounts on the car, ham sticks. They operate all sorts of crazy things, slinkies, but they have fun. They're outside of the home element, visiting places they would not normally visit, and they're making a contact, not contest. Did you hear what I said? They're making a contact. They're sharing their radio signal on multiple bands. 2, 440, 20, 10, 15, 17, 30, 60, 75 meters. Okay, making a contact, extending a signal report, period. There's not a standard one, 5.9 for everybody, no. And then if you ever contact me on the air, if I give you a 5.9, you're 5.9. If I give you a 3.3, guess what? You're 3.3. And that's how it is, but we can't control propagation. So that activator you hear out there is taking a list sometimes, or taking one at a time sometimes, or taking them by zone sometimes. That's their activation. So they're going to go out and do what the best means that they can. So that's what we're doing. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. A catastrophic situation happens. That activator, and not just the activator, but that activator can go to whatever location and set up an antenna system, a radio station system, in a matter of 15 minutes to a half an hour and be on the air providing emergency communications for many different agencies. Oh, Big Brother, they can turn the internet off. So what? They can't turn off the radio, and the propagation is what we have to deal with. So, we're practicing every day. Whenever you hear of a POTA station, a Parks on the Air station, they're practicing every day on their ability to operate under adverse conditions very seriously. And if you ever run into something in life where you have a circumstance at your residence, and you'll find that you may wake up and half the neighborhood's gone, etc. Ham operators are generally there trying to provide communication. So I practice every time I get a chance to go out and get in a park. Now, for you being a hunter, what that hunter is, that's a person that's at home, okay, or traveling in an RV. And they're hearing these activators out in the field. and they're making contacts. Two things happen. We're having the fun of chasing all the over 10,000 different parks in the United States, and we haven't even got over to our brothers and sisters across the pond, so to speak, working parks in many foreign countries. Yes. And some of them are on 1 watt, 5 watt, 10 watt, 20 watt, up to legal limit. But you hunters, you don't do no logging, so you don't have to worry about nothing. You can log at your own house, in your own software, on your own computer. Yes, you can go to QRZ and do it that way. EQSL, LOTW, whatever logging program you use at home, but you're not having to upload any logs, okay? Just so you understand that. That's the responsibility of the activator. When that activator goes out, if they go out and do a 5 park rove, the rove is considered 5 different parks in one UTC date, not one local time date, one UTC date, and then make the accomplishment for 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 all the way up. Those are some crazy people. That's a lot of work. Yeah, you may get 10 or 12 contacts at each, but you got to leave here to get there. You got to get set up. You got to rock and roll, and you don't have one thing that you can control as propagation. Whatever it is, you have to be flexible enough to go to the different bands. So that's where you hunters come in. You go to the different bands, and you go there and you work them. You give them a contact. Okay, after you've joined, and we use that term loosely, joined Parks on the Air, registered, it doesn't cost you anything, and you're able to go see every contact you make is an achievement step that you're going to make, whether it's 10 contacts, working one party 20 times in the same park, or working one park 100 times. It's endless. There's too much information for you to understand at first, except have fun. Very simple. Nobody's better than the rest. It's not how much power you got. It's not what radio you got. It's not what antenna you got. It's going out and playing and having fun and assisting the activators that are out there, making the contacts. Again, as a hunter, remember this: you do not upload a log. Your contact is verified by the activator's upload, period. That's where it's always nice to speak in the phonetics that most of us all understand. Okay. That's a touchy subject because some of us come up with unique things like November 4 X-ray Lima is November Charlie 4 Extreme Lovers. Well, if you put an E there instead of an X, I can really mess with people's heads. So you really have to watch how you do it. So as a hunter, if you're looking at the spotting page, that's a place where we actually can go to and see who is where on what band. We can go to the spotting page. Who, that's the activator, is where, what state, and park number that they're in, and what band they're on, what frequency. And we can go try to work them. Don't ever assume, well, they're too close. You don't know unless you go and try. Go to the band, go to the frequency, listen, see if you can hear them. If by chance you hear them lightly, don't give up. Go try it. They would appreciate it, believe me. Second thing is, it's not a contest. So the awards and things that you get come from POTA, from Parks on the Air. There will be a tab that you can click on. It says awards, and it shows you what your achievements are. I focus on this all the time. Awards doesn't mean a contest. An award is an achievement that you have received. And you're the only one working for it. Me as an activator, I'm working for several different types. Every activator is working for something. They just don't realize it yet. This is what Parks in the Air is all about. Going out as an activator into an unknown park we've never been, across the United States, across the pond, over into England, France, Germany, uh, the islands. It's just endless places, and trying to make a contact with somebody in the States. In the States. I've worked 40 some states in one day. I wish I could get Alaska and Hawaii at the same time because I'd really have fun. But I have gotten two Alaskas while I was in a park. All sorts of things happen. Now, I'll finalize this. I want to welcome you to Parks on the Air. Parks on the Air, listen to this, is in CW, is in sideband, is in digital, is in slow scan TV, is in AM. There's many different types of modes of communicating and playing and having fun and challenging yourself. As I said in the very beginning, please take the time when you register your call sign with the database with Parks on the Air and read the frequently asked questions. It sounds like a pain in the butt, but it is not. There's an awful amount of great information. You just have to take the time. Forget that we're in a press a button, instant answers. No, do some work for it. There's many YouTubers out there, such as myself, that are sharing reviews, sharing activations, sharing experiences. Scan through and look. On my page, I don't ask for a like. I don't ask you to subscribe. I'm not selling anything. If I give a review, it's something I purchased, okay? Because that's just me. I appreciate each and every one of you who are crazy enough to type in the word POTA. What is it? That's what I'm going to name the video, I'm pretty sure. It's people like you and me playing on amateur radio, but most of all, having fun. May God bless. 73s, November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. And we can't forget this, 73s.